Ugh. Man, you wouldn't want to mistake hydrogen peroxide for your water. Oh, that extra oxygen atom in hydrogen peroxide makes quite a difference. But how do we even know that the composition of hydrogen peroxide and water are different? We can look at the chemical formulas, but someone had to figure those out. It all starts with experiments. Scientists use quantitative analysis techniques to determine the elements that make up a compound, as well as the mass percentage of each element. Then they use the mass percentage to find the empirical formula. An empirical formula shows the relative molar amounts of each element in a compound. That is, it shows the smallest whole number mole ratio. The molecular formula for hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. This shows exactly how many atoms make up each molecule. The empirical formula, on the other hand, is HO. This formula shows that the ratio of hydrogen atoms to oxygen atoms in hydrogen peroxide is 1:1. So why not just use the empirical formula? Because it is not unique. The hydroxide ion has the same empirical formula, but is not the same as a molecule of hydrogen peroxide. What about our favorite beverage, water? Its empirical formula is the same as its molecular formula, H2O. How did scientists determine the empirical formula of hydrogen peroxide? First, they determined the mass percentages of hydrogen and oxygen. Then, they needed to use the mass percentages to determine the number of moles of each element. Let's take a look.